Hey friends, it's Coach Emerson here from the Middlesex YMCA here at Camp Ingersoll. We want to try to bring you some youth sports action to you at home. Alright, so we know some folks may have a basketball court like this, some folks may just have their driveway or basement, but we still want to give you a chance to be active and to play some games. So this week we're going to focus on basketball, and we're going to do some games and some activities that can help you work on your dribbling for basketball. When we dribble, we want to remember that we want to push the ball down in front of us using our fingertips. And we want to make sure that we push the ball down and bounce it in front of us. We don't want to catch it with our hands because then we have to either pass or shoot the ball. So as long as we keep dribbling it, we are okay. All right, so we're going to practice some games that are going to improve our skills for dribbling so that we can track them throughout the week as we go. All right, friends, our first game that we're going to play is called Builders and Stackers. For this game, I'm going to invite my friend Ben out to come play with us.
Hey, everyone.
And Ben and I are going to have two different goals. During this game, the entire time, we must be dribbling our basketball. So if at any point in time you stop dribbling, you can't play for those seconds. So, Ben and I have two different goals. I am going to be the builder. Ben is going to be
The dozer.
the dozer. My goal is to try to build up all of our towers to stand them in an upright position. Ben's goal is, as the dozer, is going to be to knock down any of them that are standing. However, we must be dribbling the entire time. So, with one hand, I'm going to dribble my basketball. With the other hand, I'm going to stand my cone back up. If you don't have cones, you can also use blocks or logs or any large objects that'll stand up, even cups as well, okay? So, be creative with what you have at home as you play. So Ben and I are going to start playing. I am going to try to build up as many as I can, and Ben is going to try to knock them over. But you must be dribbling the entire time. You ready to play?
I am Coach Emerson.
All right.
How long are we playing for?
For right now, we're going to play for about 10 or 15 seconds to give you a demonstration, but you can play for as long as you like. The more items you have, the longer the game takes. You can also stop if one team has all the items. So if Ben were to knock all the items down, we can call that game over. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Set, go. Oh, gotta keep dribbling.
In 3, 2, 1, stop.
Nice job. Air 5, Ben. Nice job.
That was so much fun. What's next, Coach Emerson?
We can't play our next game. We still got this mess to clean up. We gotta clean up first.
That's not fun. I just want to keep on playing.
Ben, what if we play basketball while we clean up?
Oh, the best of both worlds.
There we go.
I love it.
All right, so Ben, while I'm explaining this game, feel free to make a mess in the background.
Oh, okay.
All right, friends, so this next game is basically called cleanup. Similar concept as builders and dozers, where you must keep dribbling while doing an action. This time, we are going to try to clean up all the items that we now have scattered out everywhere. So, we are going to be dribbling with one hand, remember to push the ball down, while using our other hand to clean things up. Parents, feel free to use this as an opportunity to have your children clean any mess that they have made, or you can do what we just did and make our own mess for them to clean up. All right, once again, you got to remember, you got to keep dribbling while you clean. The game's not over until the mess is cleaned up. You ready to play, Ben?
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Here we go. Ready, set, go. Remember, balance up yourself. Great job, Ben. Air 5. Woo! And friends, if they are too tired from all that, just let them know they shouldn't make that big of a mess next time. All right. Hey friends, so for our next game, we're just going to do an obstacle course. For this, you can create it anywhere that you want, so we came inside of our pavilion so that we have some different obstacles to use. Okay, we also put out some of our big cones as more obstacles, so feel free to use anything in your house to make it as fun and exciting as you want. So, our challenge is going to be, in our obstacle course, to try to dribble around the hula hoop once, and then get to all the different gates around the pavilion, and end up looping the hula hoop again and finishing inside the hula hoop. Okay, so this is what we've created here, but feel free to adapt yours as needed. You make it harder or easier for your child. When we're going around the obstacle course, that may change the way we're dribbling. So if we're moving around, going quicker, we may want to dribble the ball higher so that we can move quicker. Or if we're going to be in a small space, like going around the hula hoop, we want to keep that dribble nice and low so we can control it as we go. Okay? And just like in all of our other games, if you lose the dribble, you can't keep going. You have to go and get that dribble in order to keep continuing. Okay? So I'm going to give a quick run at our course to see how it goes. And let's see how I do. On your mark, get set, go. So I'm keeping my dribble nice and low as I go through the hoop, and now I'm off to the gates. In through my first gate, through my second gate. Getting a little skinnier here, gotta control the ball through this spot. Coming through here, going around our picnic table, as you can see the camp office, two-way high to Camp Director Ben. Coming through our gates. We got a few more left. And we're going to finish going around our hula hoop one more time. And that is the end of our course. Feel free to change yours up as you want. You can give them a challenge, just letting them know which hand to dribble with, or telling them to freeze at certain points. Feel free to be as creative as you want with it. As you notice here, we're playing inside a pavilion with picnic tables, so you really can play this wherever you want. Hope you have fun with it. So, friends, the reason why we are providing you with all these games is because we have a challenge for you. Attached to this video, you'll find our basketball dribbling chart. And we want you to use that chart to see how many times you can dribble these certain dribbles every day this week. So we're gonna demonstrate these dribbles for you to show you what how the chart works, and then you can try it out at home for yourself. So for each dribble, you're gonna do it for a total of 30 seconds apiece. Okay, the first dribble is gonna be a right-handed dribble, so only using your right hand, dribbling it as many times as you can. You need one person timing it or using a watch to time it, but you need to count your own dribbles so that you know. If you lose your ball, you have to go run and get it so that you can keep dribbling. Okay, you do not need to move, so you are staying in place, trying to dribble it as many times as possible. The lower you are to the ground, the more dribbles you can get, because the higher that dribble is, the longer it's gonna take for you to be able to dribble it again. So Ben and I are gonna try our best to see how many dribbles we can get with just using our right hand.
And if you don't have like a stopwatch, feel free to do it with us right now, because we're gonna time for 30 seconds.
I'm ready.
You could say go.
Ready, set, go.
Is my back supposed to hurt, Coach Emerson? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Great job.
How many did you get, Coach Emerson?
103.
Woo!
How many did you get?
Right around that. I think I was keeping track of the time. I was worrying about my old back. I think I got like 9 between 95 and 100.
Awesome.
But make sure that you keep track of it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna write it down right now. So right hand. I got 95, I'll say. Coach Emerson got 103.
103.
All right, 103.
And friends, it can be easier to track if you do it one at a time. So if I had Ben counting or timing for me while I went, it allows you to focus on your turn, and it makes it easier to get that number. Okay? So our next one is going to be our left-handed dribble. So same exact thing, only using our left hand for 30 seconds. See how well you can do. For some people, this may be easier. You may be left-handed. For some other people, like me, it may be a little tougher because we're used to using our right hand. But you need to be equally as skilled with both, so we want to make sure we practice with that left hand. 30 seconds, same thing.
Whew! You ready, Coach Emerson?
I'm ready. If you're getting tired, make sure you're using your other muscles in your body, like your abs and your legs, to make sure you're keeping good form. You don't want to be hunching over your back a lot. You're going to feel that in your lower back during those 30 seconds.
You can say go.
Ready, set, go.
And as you can see, Coach Emerson, he's got his knees bent, and he wants to try to keep that head up too. So if you have somebody that's like holding up their fingers, you can try to count it out. Like if Emerson sees my fingers right now, he can say 2, but then we don't really count it as much. but he's keeping count because he can do things together, and I can't, and that's why I'm talking right now. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo! That's a tough one. That's right. We're getting my left hand better though.
What'd you get, Coach Emerson?
I had 94.
Woo! Not too bad.
Better than I thought I'd be.
Amazing. I had 120 that time.
That's awesome. See, some people are better with the other hand than they are their right hand. Okay, so for our next dribble, we are going to do a crossover dribble. So for this dribble, every time you bounce it, you want it to bounce to the other hand. So for this one, not only do you want to bounce it and bounce it forward, you are also pushing it to the side of that other hand. So making sure that hand is ready to catch that ball so that you can dribble it again. Okay, once again, as you start practicing, practice keeping that head up, which can help you keep a nice flat back. So for this one, you are counting the total number of dribbles doing a crossover, so one hand after another. Making sure you're only using one hand at a time. You should not be using both hands. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. It can be tough if you go one after another, so you feel free to take breaks and drink some water in between.
Very important.
Here we go. 30 seconds, same thing. Ready, set, go.
Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What'd you get, Coach Emerson?
103.
103.
Same as my right hand.
Oh my goodness, consistent.
Whew.
I got 74. Feel free to correct me if you're counting my dribbles over there. All right, what do we got next?
Awesome. So our last one is going to be our dribble challenge. And so for this one, your goal is to try to dribble it high, generally above your belly button, but on a wall or on another surface that's in front of you. So instead of dribbling it down, you're going to dribble it in front of you. It's not a normal skill that you're going to use in a basketball game, but it's going to help you practice controlling that dribble as you bounce the ball. So although you may not be dribbling like this in a game, it's going to help your hand and your eye coordination get used to controlling the basketball. That was easy. Found a tree right here. So for this one, when you are doing the wall challenge, you can dribble any way you'd like, either right hand, left hand, or crossover, which would be really tricky, but doable. What we don't want to see is using both hands at the same time. I'm going to try using mainly my right hand and see how it goes on this tree. 30 seconds once again, and if you drop it, that's okay. Pick it up and keep going again. All right? Coach Ben, are you ready?
I'm ready. Do you want me to say go?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa, ho, ho! He's getting it. It's all right, folks. See how he got back quick? And he's gonna try to go for it. He's also challenging himself because the tree's not exactly straight, but he's working on his control. And you can see that he's got his fingertips on there. He's keeping his eye on the ball. He's trying to control that ball. And that's what we're going for. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, that was a hard one. It was interesting. The harder I tried to bounce it, the more I lost control. Just doing a nice, easy tap was able to help keep it up on that tree longer. So I think for that one, I think I got 24, maybe a few more, but it wasn't that high. But it's something that I know I can try to work on later on this week. So if some of them are easier for you, maybe focusing on the ones that are harder and trying those over and over again. So we hope that you can be able to use some of these games and the chart that's on here to track your kids' progress as we go throughout the week, and keep an eye out for more videos from us with other sports, games, and activities for you to do at home.